Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel and welcome to your monthly read. This is going to be from mid-month all the way until the end, so let's go ahead and take a look. I'm doing it this way because I was ill previously, and so now I'm playing a little bit of catch up. So let's take a look. We're going to dive in and see what wants to come up to the surface from mid-month all the way until the end and how you can capitalize on that. Okay, so let's take a look at what energies are going to be bubbling up for you here. I'm going to use the Art Nuevo deck as well as the Astro Cards deck. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and dive in. What's going on for Sagittarius? Okay, let's start with the tarot here and what is going on for you. What is going on for Sagittarius? Last 2 weeks of May 2025. What do they need to know most? All right. So let's pull 6 cards. We'll start with that. And then we will take it from there, okay? Nice. All right, so moving forward with faith. Nice, ma'am. 10 of Pentacles. Jeez, wow. Bottom of the deck, what do we get? Hanging Man. You know what? This is interesting because another sign got this too, and this is especially for the underlying energy. And I feel that you purposely are trying to see something from a different perspective. And I do get the Queen of Wands. Yeah, to put something on strong, solid ground. Or you could be dealing with an Emperor, an Aries, perhaps. And this is the Queen of Wands here. So this could be, a couple here. Or if you're taking on all this energy, as I'm purposely putting myself here to look at something differently, and optimistically, so I could put something on strong, solid ground. It might have to do with a boss. It might have to do with your foundation. It is about being very optimistic that you are going to be successful to bring this to a solid structure with a solid foundation in some sort of way. Whatever that's brought you to my channel. Let me pull a card on that underlying energy here because I've got Aries. I do got more fire energy coming through here as well. But let's take a look and see what that is for you here. What do we get? 4 of Wands. Yeah, it's about stability. This could be about your home. This could be about a connection. This could be about, putting a solid structure in terms of your foundation in some sort of way. Okay. And having teamwork and collaboration with that and being able to hold your ground, hold your boundaries on what's best for you here. So I think a lot of you could be, holding your boundaries in what brings peace to your world and creating structures and foundations around you that, reinforce that in some sort of way, okay? Now, if I look at your bottom of the deck too, look at the Sun card. So this tells me that this is a very positive time for you of joy, success, and optimism by doing this here. There's a lot of truth, openness, and vitality. I do get you taking outside action in terms of moving forward. So not just thinking about it, but actually doing it. Like, this person's thinking about it, but then this is actually putting it, their nose to the grindstone and doing it. So I feel that you are understanding that there is a significant difference in both of that and doing that. And so this is taking outside action to really put in the effort that's necessary for this Emperor energy. Okay. This is about having faith to overcome any sort of addictions of the past and focus in on your 10 of Pentacles. And again, it's not just manifesting it and dreaming about that. It is taking the inspired action, okay? Some of you are putting in the work to overcome a mindset that had once held you back, but you're taking outside action already, and I feel that it's already happening, okay? Give me more on what this devil energy is that's coming through here. What do we get? In the devil energy in reverse. Oh, how interesting is that, right? And it's beautiful because you're taking outside action, and this tells me it's about having faith to overcome that, okay? So I like it, guys. I like it. So I feel that this is, you're releasing the power that it once had on you, and I feel that you are achieving independence and you're detaching from this, okay? Give me anything more that's going to be key on there. What do we get? 8 of Cups. How to do with taking a deep dive into your emotions and getting the clarity. Ace of Swords. So I feel that you got the clarity that you needed, the victory and breakthrough that was necessary, and for you to focus in and be able to push forward. Okay. Yeah, I feel that. What is it that you're working on right now? This Eight of Pentacles here. What do we get there? Six of Wands. So that is self-confidence, focusing on progress. This is, recognition, success towards your dream. Some of you are really focusing in on your dream right now, being very optimistic. That's that Queen of Wands energy right here, right? To put something on strong, solid ground. And I feel that this is a wreath of success because this is that inspired action that's necessary for it. So for some of you, you have your nose to the grindstone and you are, taking a class, you are gaining expertise in what you do. And I get the Queen of Cups, being loyal, intuitive in your approach, and empathetic along the way as well. And balancing something out, justice energy. So you got Libra energy coming through here. Balancing the work that you're putting in is balancing, the thinking out. Okay. Now, yes, it's important to dream, but it's also important to put in the inspired action. That's how you're going to reach your 10 of Pentacles. Okay. What is this Three of Swords that's coming through here? What do we get here? Yeah. Long-term happiness. The deceit, and making progress. So you understand the deceit, I feel that, of the situation that brought in this Three of Sword energy, and the deceit of long-term happiness, and now you're making progress. It's because you're putting inspired action because you realize something. Give me a card on this. Give me let me pull the Art Nuevo deck. Give me some card on this on the Three of Swords. What do we get here? We got the Anchor and the Home. Didn't I just talk, guys, about like the home in itself, how that was important there? Something about that. Now, this is house. It doesn't have to just be home. It could be your family. Landlord, real estate. It could be a business location, maybe your website as well. But it is that coziness. You see the butterflies that are around there, okay? And it's interesting because it's like I feel that this is about something about, for some of you, it's about putting a solid structure in place. Remember, I talked about the Emperor putting a solid foundation. This could be your anchoring to bring in balance. It's a 35 card that reduces to an 8. And so that would be focusing in on that. So it could be that that's what you might be doing. Interesting. With the Home having to do with family, you want permanence. You want something grounded, a safe, secure, settled, permanent opportunity. So I think you're trying to, for some of you, the Three of Swords is to create a mind that is sound and has a strong foundation to overcome any sort of addictions of the past. I feel that you're really anchoring new ways of thinking, in terms of the situation, to bring in permanence to your mind, to overcome anything, and have that and feel secure and grounded. Okay, is what I'm getting. Interesting. So for some of you, it's of the mind and finding that stability of the mind. For others, it might have to do literally with your home and gaining that permanence of that. Why is it important that this came through here? What do we get? Taking outside action. So taking inspired action is very, very key right now. We've got the Chariot here once, Cancer energy, and the Chariot here again. Okay. So this is about having faith that you're able to do that. Anything else? Fifth house. Wow, this is your creativity. This has to do with what This is focusing in on, it could even indicate romance, but the fifth house is all about being joyful and playful. And Virgo, the alchemist is coming through here. So this is transforming yourself here in some sort of way. So you could be transforming the way that you, in terms of what you're feeling right now, because I feel that that it's all about pushing forward and creating the alchemy and transforming this Three of Swords into this joy through alchemy here. Okay, and you're being kind of like that alchemist coming through here. Interesting that that's showing up, huh? And and it could be too that, huh? It could be that it's all about, like, communication. Give me another card on this. What else do we get for this? There's another card that I want to take for this. What else is on this? What is this alchemist? Releasing attachment, being free of expectations, feel good about letting go, having faith and moving forward. Not trying to control something. So this is about getting the clarity, about not trying to control the situation. What is this Ten of Pentacles coming through for you? Observe. See the bigger picture. Observe. And this is visualize your situation. Be detailed. See it as being manifested. See your manifestation seen as being manifested. Visualizations are really key for you right now, okay? And then what else do I get here? Gemini energy, communications. It's all about your communication. The communication that you give, that you present not only to yourself, but also, around others. It's going to be very, very key. So something of the sort that's going to be really important for you. And I feel that it is also about, the opposite of Gemini is Sagittarius, but it's the ruling planet. It's Mercury, and it's an air, so it's like it's masculine, but it's mutable. Okay, so this might have to do communications with your siblings, third house energy, family, mindset, thinking, speaking, writing, communication. Okay, Gemini is all about, they lead communication. They're incredibly wise. Okay, so it's focusing in on that right now too. It's like using your intellect and your logic and your cheerfulness. This could be focusing in on that, being flexible, maybe in your writing. It might. This is about this is that you might develop a real brilliant idea and communicate your thoughts really brilliantly. Okay. Also, if it's regarding an issue, make sure you're not too much in the head rather than your feelings. Okay. So it's about the duality, seeing both sides of a situation without thinking just it's black and white. All right. To see something like that is going to be very, very key. Okay. Maybe there's a concern with someone who enjoys communicating a lot and with others. Maybe someone that's younger. Maybe they're going to bring a good mood or positive news your way. But they can also bring forth a little bit of chaos and nervousness. So that could be something as well. But someone could be bringing an important message to you. Give me a little bit more. Let's pull an Art Nuevo cards. Let's pull a couple more here that comes through. Let's just take a look at what this is. What is this news? If someone's bringing forth news, what is this? Okay, so this is, I get something having to do with the work, and it might have to do with an obstacle, a mountain. Okay, this is a 21 card, so it talks about mountain, and this could be focusing in on, there is just some sort of discouraging thing, an obstacle. So there could be some sort of obstacle, some sort of obstacle regarding maybe feeling a little bit lonely. Usually when these two come together, it's kind of lonely, okay? But it could also talk about an institution, government, law, authority. There could some sort of obstacle surrounding that. Give me any other card on that. Give me one more card on that. What else do we get? We get the 8 coming to an end. So no more of that. No more of the loneliness. All right. So interesting. So I get the 8 card, which talks to me about, it's the coffin, which usually talks about like an ending of that, an ending of, a loneliness in a situation. So, yeah, it's coming to an end. Yeah, so loneliness is coming to an end, and then what? What do we get? 23 card. That usually, it's the mice. So that would be focusing in on small increments, moving forward, small increments. I don't know. I feel like you're getting small increments for pay on what you do. And it's an obstacle. And so what you're doing is creating alchemy and making a change. So for some of you, if it's work and stuff, something of the sort, your best advice on something like this for small increments is, what do we get? Use your sun, your essence, and your personality regarding mysticism and shadow work and your limits and lessons. It's almost like you become a teacher of limits and lessons that you've learned. Rather than be, and I do get Aries energy, not forcing something, but sharing your essence and personality. I get a mystic. So, for some of you, you might want to kind of go that route a little bit. And that would be very helpful. Because I do get like the sun, your essence and personality is strong. Your shadow work, you've learned a lot of lessons and limits, and you've learned not to force something, make something happen, or, react and respond versus react. Yeah, especially during disappointments. And I get the 7 of Pentacles, something that you've already worked on. And the Hierophant is a teacher. This could be higher education for some of you. It could be a teacher. And I do get the Strength card, having the inner strength to teach. Some of you, that is the case, okay? I had to bring that up here, but interesting. Any advice that is going to be important for you during this particular month? For this month, the second half of the month, what's most important for Sagittarius, it's not controlling, it's observing and manifesting and really putting something on strong, solid ground, but standing your ground. And it is taking outside action, because remember, we got Cancer card coming up twice for the Chariot, okay? So you're doing a lot of observing and course correcting is what I'm getting. And what else? Advice, commit to your path, Sag, okay? So whatever that is for you, it's going to be different for everyone. Look at solitude is key. That's your shadow work, right? All right. And then what else? And getting that new insight. This is exactly what I was just talking about, that you could even become a teacher within that. Yeah. And you stand out in your family. You do something completely different, and you got the confidence to do it too. You really stand out. Okay. Yeah, it's because you've got self-love for yourself. This is all about self-love and believing in yourself. All right. This is really key. And hence it's brought in some big changes for you. Okay. Yeah, this is, don't try to force anything. Remember, we just talked about that. So this is double confirmation. This is about be lighthearted, be joyful in the process, be in the flow state, not in the push and pull and control state, okay? So that's the thing to keep in mind during this time, guys, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. If you are looking for a personal read, click the link in the description box below. But fantastic, guys. Be that alchemist and be the change you want to see, because you have learned some big lessons, and You have set limits and boundaries here, I also see. And you've learned a lot of lessons, but at the same time, you've got that personality to really bring this essence and really help people. So I'm going to leave it there. Until next time, guys, namaste.